Greetings, folks. It's Enrico Nardini from PlayUnplugged.com, and welcome to the inside of my house. This is actually the office that my wife and I made to run our small businesses, and so this is where I do a lot of my editing work. Welcome into my world. And right now I'm doing a vlog, and the vlog's purpose and what future vlogs purposes will hopefully will be to bridge the gap between now, video-wise, and the upcoming con season, and give you guys share some game information, some interesting projects that I'm working on, state of Play Unplugged and what's going on. So many things that we could be talking about. I also have been considering doing some painting videos because I'm an avid miniature painter, and I feel like that would be something that would be also interesting to you guys, doing some things like that. Note the reflection in the glass is super professional here. But as a vlog, one of the cool things is that this is a very expeditious process. I'll be able to get these out with relatively little hassle and relatively quickly. So it's the price we pay, unfortunately, to keep the content fresh. So what's going on right now? Oh my gosh. There are some current projects I'm working on that are really cool. I'm currently working on one project called the Night of Terror, and the Night of Terror was actually organized by a friend of ours in one of our gaming groups. It is a Warhammer Fantasy project, and we have 6 people right now that are making 1,000-point Warhammer Fantasy armies, or there are some different mixed points depending on people's ability to get stuff done, etc., etc. But we're all making those, and we're making terrain pieces, and for a Halloween-themed event. So we're doing a lot of monsters. Evil's on the menu, which is great for me. I love. It's great for me because I'm evil. No, it's great for me because I love October. It's my favorite month. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. So, being able to participate in Halloween-themed gaming events is always a blast for me. I'll give you a quick preview of what I'm working on. Hold on, let me reach over here. Okay. Yes. Chaos Warriors. Of the Nurgle bent. Using a rust technique that I really like. And who knows, maybe in a future video, not in a vlog, but maybe in a future instructional video, I could even go over this rust technique that I feel like is quick, effective, and works really well. Anyway, moving right along. So we're doing Night of Terror, another thing coming up, and this is be something for you guys to look forward to. We got a review copy of the Play Unplugged. Play Unplugged. I wish. Privateer Press's 2-player box set, and it's fantastic. You guys are going to love it. I highly recommend you purchase it, whether you already are a War Machine fan or especially if you are new to the game. It's got a lot of great things in it. Scott Pyle and I are going to be divvying up the contents. I'm going to be doing the Menoth. He's going to be doing the Khador, and we're going to try to build up to from that double box to a 2-player box up to a 50-point armies each of Menoth and Khador. So that is something else to look forward to. Another really great game. Very quickly, and I want to have enough time to do this last part. So where I talk about there's been a lot of controversy and a lot of talk about Dreadfleet. As a Warhammer Fantasy fan, obviously, and one of the games I feel like it's a really great game and kind of an underserviced game in regards to it's not underserviced by the company, it's more underserviced by the fan base. I feel like 40K is just so popular, it's such a juggernaut, but actually I feel like Warhammer Fantasy is a better game. I really love this new edition. I know that that's also probably very controversial. Some people really don't like this new edition. That being said, I'm a casual gamer, not a tournament gamer, so there you go. The random elements of it I find interesting. That being said, people are all talking about Dreadfleet. Dreadfleet, which is, I think, just hit stores today, and I actually got to see an open copy of Dreadfleet. And of course, this should come as no surprise to anyone. The pieces are beautiful. That being said, I can't say that I'm jumping up and down excited about Dreadfleet. It's expensive at $115. It's not kill you expensive. I don't think it'll break your back. If you're a board gamer, for example, this is about where we are now. Fortunately or unfortunately, this is the state of gaming. We're at the $115 board game mark. That's just how it is for big box, high quality piece board games. And it is that. My problem with it is that I feel like as a person who grew up, I'm 33. So I've been gaming since I was 12. Do the math. And it's one of those things where I grew up with Games Workshop, and this particular product isn't singing to me. I also don't think it's really, though it has connected tangentially to Warhammer, I don't really feel like it's going to inspire people to want to play Warhammer. It's on a different scale completely. It's a single product. It's not going to have any supplements or be released again. I don't like that model anyway. So I don't know. It's tough. It's tough for me to get behind Dreadfleet. I think the models are awesome looking. That's really all I can say about it. It's a nice looking product. It's an expensive product. It's a Cadillac product. Something that where you're paying a Cadillac price, hopefully for the quality of a Cadillac. I don't know if Cadillacs are actually good quality anymore. That's an old phrase. Regardless of which, I think a much better thing, and I read this, and I want to take credit for it. This was on the Beasts of War forums. A person mentioned, I don't know who they are. They weren't one of the Beasts of War guys. It was a fan. They actually mentioned why Warhammer Quest wasn't being released. If they were going to, if this is in some way, and I'm not even saying it is, but if it's in some way to promote Warhammer Fantasy, which is a great idea, why would you release this product that's out of scale, whatever? Why not release Warhammer Quest and then put in rules, re-release Warhammer Quest, and then put in rules for using any miniature in Warhammer Fantasy? I was like, wow, that's a fantastic idea. Not only do I, number one, love Warhammer Quest, at least I loved it when it came out. I haven't played it in a long time, so the rules may not have aged well. We'd have to see. But not only did I love Warhammer Quest, I would love that idea because it would let me do the things I like to do with Warhammer Fantasy. With any of these games, I'm very polygamerous, so I'm always buying new miniatures, and it's hard for me to stick to one project for any really long length of time. So at least it would give me an excuse to paint a lot of different models. So there you go. Dreadfleet, I don't know. I'm not gonna buy a copy right now. And I don't see myself buying it for $300 later on the secondary market. So I guess I won't have one. But I certainly would play it if somebody had it. Lastly, I opened up 2 packs of Innistrad, and I wanted to. I have the wrappers right here, so I just opened these. Innistrad, we've been doing a lot with card games, and you'll see this week is like card game week. And so I apologize to the people who are interested in other games, but whenever there's a new Magic release, of course, it kind of takes over the world. So that being said, just some of the cool cards. I'm not going to go over every one. It's just going to take too long. But you guys have probably already seen the double flip over cards they're neat because there's a certain quality that you have something you have to meet to make them flip. A lot of these are the werewolf cards. The thing about them are at the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast last turn, it's a little bit of a hard one to get to go off. So the werewolves are a little bit tough. My rares in these 2 packs, I got this Mold Graph Monstrosity, which I hadn't seen before. It's a 8/8 trample. It's expensive, 7 mana total. 4 other 7 green, 4 other 3 green, and it has a neat ability. Very cool card. I love the Victorian horror theme of this, by the way. Not that that's a really good exemplar of it. A lot of great vampires. I'm looking through here. That's why I'm not staring at the camera. I'm looking through the cards. So, Makeshift Mauler. This is a cool common thematically. And as an additional cost to cast Makeshift Mauler, exile a creature from your graveyard. So you have to kill off a creature to bring this terrible monster in. You can see it like maiming someone on a Victorian street. The neat thing about it, 3 other, 1 blue for a 4/5. It's pretty cheap for that cost creature if you have the sacrifice the creature's you're able to exile. Let's see what else is really cool in here. In this particular pack, Thraburn Sentry, I think is how you pronounce that, and it's another neat one. I love how it turns into, when one of your creatures is killed, a much easier thing to meet, by the way, it turns into a much more powerful militia, so it becomes a rowdy mob. This was so cool. It's just lucky, Legendary creature vampire, Olivia Voldaren. I would love to do an EDH deck with her, now that red vampires are so the rage in this set. And she just looks awesome. Great art. Super card. Art in this set, by the way, has been I haven't really seen a card I didn't like. There's maybe 1 or 2. This is so silly, but Fortress Crab is awesome. Because look at him. He's a Fortress Crab. How could you not like that? And so run low on time. Dead Weight, Ghoul Caller's Chant. It's very horror themed. You're gonna like it. This Voiceless Spirit, I feel like this guy's gonna come back come back to haunt me later. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I'll be trying to update these, hopefully do at least once a month, maybe once a week. Talk to you soon.